Hello everyone, welcome in, welcome in. We should have a fun stream today. It is round 1 of NKFL Season 20. Super excited. Finally get the season kicked off. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Our opponent today is EasyGalina. They have a pretty interesting lineup. See if I can get their stuff all open up. So they've got these 6 decks. We have Griffith Laragante, which is an A Force MM, Dis Logos Untamed. They love their Dis Logos. We have Shael Quazar, Astronoma de Gufoferoce. Don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. If I am, wonderful. If not, well, that's okay. This is also a Logos Saurian Shadows, very fast, 12 speed, 18 creatures. We have Frigg Tyrell, Profetessa de Sottanadebole. Don't know if I pronounced that right either. This is another Coda. So some Coda throwbacks today, but half the lineup is Coda, half MM, half Coda. Interesting choice there. This is pretty classic. Library access, Coda, Dis Logo Shadows, Double Control of the Week, Hysteria, Mind Barb, Ember Imp, 2 Ember Imps, one of which is a Maverick in Shadows, which is pretty cool. Rustering Guntles, Shaffles, Double Fogify, which is actually surprisingly annoying into a lot of my lineups. Bait and Switch, Too Much to Protect, Relentless Whispers, kind of the classic there. We have Hoyle, which you can buy now for 1,000 euros. Logo Shadows Sanctum, with triple rating knights, Virtuous Works, just sort of like a pip heavy Coda that is looking to be fast, the double scramble storm with a phase shift and triple mothers, neutron shark, that's sort of classic stuff. We have MJ Scott, which is a 21 speed, 15 creature, 16 pip deck, 8 mutants, 1 board wipe in the which is the board wipe? Right. There's 1 board wipe in this Kitsuna, which is a wonderful board wipe. It's got double Reclaim by Nature with a double Ember Pipped Fangtooth Cavern. Fangtooth Cavern there is pretty cool. Lots of untamed actions for the Dark Harbinger to pop off. No Song of Nature. Song of the Wild. Whichever one that is. And then a Logos with, like the Professor Torado. It's got a auto encoder. It's kind of like your classic MM deck here. Not a ton of Amber control. So I mean, if you can get out ahead of it, you can get out of. Thank you, Selly Elf. That's what I thought it was, but I just want to make sure because I didn't think it was Thing of the Wild. Thank you. Song of the Wild would be really, really good with this, but as it is, they can still pop off quite a bit with with that Dark Harbinger. And they have the Obsidian Forge as a key cheat, which with 15 creatures, 21 speed, a lot of creatures in Dis. So sort of also a Legacy Terror, which is pretty cool. There's some cool unique cards in here, like the Shadows Ember Imp, and there's a Legacy Terror, and then there's a Legacy Hysteria in Griffith, which is pretty cool. And then thank you, Riku. I very much appreciate that. Actually, pretty cool. A Draw Pip, Relentless Creeper, and then there is a Maleficorn here as well. And then we have JG de Vaux, Specialista del Turbamento. And this is another Dis Logo Shadows classic. And 1 second. Welcome in, Zodid. Welcome in. Thank you. We'll need some good luck for this one. This is another Dis Logo Shadows. It has 17 pips, 7.4 speed, no library access in the logos, but it has, the Control the Weak, Fear, Gongoozle. I think the biggest thing of note here, they got lots of Rustering Guntuses, which is pretty good, to have a lot of, they probably purchased, I don't know how many of these are secondary purchase, but, the contents of these are either they have opened a lot of decks, they've been very, very lucky with a lot of decks, or they're secondary market purchases. But overall, pretty high. I think by far the highest average SAS in silver gamma beta, whichever one we're in. Yeah. So the biggest thing of note here is the annihilation ritual. The C is very low. It's two relentless whispers, pawn sacrifice, nerve blast, hand of dis, fear, gongoozle, and guardian demon. So it's not a super big. Does have a snack lifter though, which makes it an interesting one, and a psychic bug, pretty cool. And then so they don't have a ton of seed to go along with the annihilation ritual. I mean, I think this is a deck that very much is happy to have its creatures get purged. Maybe with the exception of the Ember Imp. Maybe but overall, I think it's fairly happy to get the creatures out and get down to their pip heavy actions, which are all fairly good value as it is. So pretty cool deck. I have obviously gone for a rather creature heavy lineup, as I did last season as well. So going into this match, Annihilation Ritual is something I a lot of them not rely, but have big recursion elements. Grim Reminder typically, I really like Grim Reminder decks. I find Grim Reminder to be quite strong. And so a lot of my lineups do tend to have that. Let's go Swindle. Yeah, let's go. I don't know if they've created the game. Oh. Oh, whoops. I haven't activated my decks. Ugh. We will activate these. So Adaptiface. And all my information is public now. Oh no. Yeah, I agree. Zermis. We'll have to tell them to just have fun. No good lucking here. There's Basilisk. And Judge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we got Mr. Farhood is the only one left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Thank you. Thank you, Quick Draw. Welcome in, Zeramis. Let's hope we can take this in. And so the deck ordering, I have some notes here. Got some notes. Sort of these are just sort of quick notes. I like to typically if I spend 20 minutes, I like to spend 20 minutes and let's say I sort of go through each deck and sort of pick out things of note. For all of them and sort of help with that. I do have ordering. I've toyed with the ordering a bit. Riku, I've let me see. I've talked to my teammates here as well and on deck ordering and ban ordering and stuff. So I think it'll be an interesting match. They're sort of low on C across the board. They don't really have they really don't have a lot of creature control. Which is more or less good news for me. So in terms of what I think they're going to ban, my ordering for ban, I did. I actually just did. They show up for me in the selector. We'll leave and make a new game. Take two. And in terms of their ordering, I think the decks I'll want to get rid of for my lineup are probably, I can't remember which order they're in here. It's kind of interesting. I think Samir actually has some good matchups here. I think Samir has pretty good matchups. I think their first ban is probably going to be Margaret. Margaret can really give, basically the Odoacs give a lot of their, like, they're really shadows reliant. In a lot of their decks, they're very steel heavy. And I think, Margaret with a double Odoac, they can double Odoac with, like, if they're 7-power Odoacs if one of them is warded because of the Imperium and stuff, as well as the interdimensional graphs and stuff like that, I think can really give, and the very consistent C and the low C general that they have, I can really give some of their problems, as well as the unnaturals. The unnatural selections, are particularly good, especially against like something like Frigg. They can just keep their creature count low, but I think some of their or like Hoyle, they get a big lot of creature control down, or something. JG Devo is problematic. I think it does really high roll. I think a lot of these games are gonna end up looking like coin flips. Thank you, Yusava. Welcome in. First time chatter, welcome in. And if you haven't already, a reminder to follow the stream. And then, you can also hit that bell, and then you can get notifications from Twitch every time I go live. Fun fact. And so overall with that, I think with Margaret being their first ban, what do we want to save into this? I think I'd want to save Adaptiface. I'm pretty happy to take Adaptiface. I'll save Margaret if it's available. But I think Adaptiface otherwise into it, I think should provide some pretty strong contention. So our first ban is going to be MJ Scott. They banned Margaret, yeah, which is exactly what I expected. So I actually wasn't gonna ban this. I'll be quite honest. Riku. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, I get 1 second. Let me get the alerts. Oh wait, where are we? Are the alerts here? I don't know, but I got a follow. Thank you so much. I don't know who it is because I have to. Oh, Zeramis. Zeramis, why were you not following already? Sheesh. Let's talk about a teammate. But yeah, I think Margaret is Well, I'm glad we resolved that. Actually, to be fair though, if you're watching on mobile, I find if I watch on my phone, I can very easily accidentally unclicked it on my phone. I've done that many times for other channels. Just really easy to do. So yeah, like I said, Margaret is the first ban, which is exactly what I expected. Thank you as well. I don't have the alerts up for this one, but thank you, Lazarus. Thank you very much, everyone. I really, really appreciate it, as always. There we go. They are up now. So the next person who follows, they can they'll be visible. As will the chatters. There we go. That is mightily small, but that's okay. And so then, yeah, we're looking to save Adaptiface. Is more or less, and they saved JG Devo, which I think is exactly what I expected. And so sort of my list for banning is, I had sort of an idea around if Scott is the number one, which my Riku is the one who really turned me on to that. But if MJ Scott is the first ban, I expected they're going to take out Margaret. One of the decks that actually can prove fairly problematic late game is something like Shael Quazar, because of they have really low C, basically half here. They have 2 tipping offers, which can be good. Damage discharge is annoying. Bounce Deathwork is fantastic C. Axiom, is okay. Beware the Eyes is very good against like Adaptifaces, like just the Zenzi. So sort of my next ban here is sort of between with JG with Vaux save, which is again expected. So JG Vaux is expected. The Annihilation Ritual really annoying against my decks and can really high roll. So with that banned, I think it's fair. Probably we're either looking at banning Frigg here, either Frigg or Shael. And so I think I think Frigg has a higher chance to high roll. I don't know if Frigg is really all that problematic if I have C on board. But basically a high roll library access into something like, they don't have phase shift for the Hysteria. That would be really bad. But sort of just like a lot of this is a problem. I think Shael is more manageable. So I think we'll be banning Frigg. Just I don't want to flip the coin. I don't want to lose to just like a library access high roll, a lot of pips, and that takes out some of the big disruption that they have. So we'll go Frigg on the ban here, and they banned Mr. Farhood, which I think is fair. So like I said, I think that's a totally fair choice. I personally think they really want to be looking at banning something closer to Basilisk or Samir. Personally, I think those can cause no one looks at Samir and thinks it's like no one looks at Samir and bans it, but I think Samir can give a lot more problems to the lineup than Mr. Farhood can. I actually don't really like Mr. Farhood into a lot of these, so we'll just have to see how they go. If with Frigg gone and MJ Scott gone, MJ Scott is their big artifact control deck. Here we got Snacklifter, which is really annoying, but yeah. So I think in terms of the deck they're going to play first, what I have left is Margaret is gone and Farhood is gone. So we have the Crude Soothsayer Judge, Samir, Basilisk, and Adaptiface. So depending on what what they're going to do, I don't really want to play Judge into Vaux because the Annihilation really turns that off. One of the things that I think does just fine into it is I think Samir could do well into Vaux, and I think Basilisk can do well into Vaux, and I think they all can actually do well into Vaux. Basically, Vaux's fast, but it's also sort of slow. So it depends when the Annihilation Ritual comes out, and I like Samir into that because I can just discard the creatures. Most of them I don't need to play immediately. And then also some of the archiving stuff with like Mind Over Matter can just get around that. Other than that, I think Shael does poorly because of how aggressive the board is. Griffiths can really be annoying, especially with Hysteria and some of the bounce stuff. And then Hoyle, sort of the same thing. I think here probably looking to play either Adaptiface. Kind of want to play Samir. So yeah, this is a tough deck selection for what to play first. So I also don't want, like... We'll go Adaptiface first. And they played Shael Quazar, so that should be okay, I think. And I'll just let my dog in. Shael Quazar is there. They've made the game, thankfully, which is very kind of them. And we'll get into the game here and see. I was doing some testing. There we go, my deck is selected, and we'll get some music on. Hopefully everyone enjoyed that rundown. Hopefully it all makes sense. Hopefully I explained that well. Hopefully, you know, I would like to do a little bit more on, we're going first, eh? Yeah, you know, they got a lot of creatures. I think we're pretty happy to, we'll keep here. We'll get this down, we'll get the Dominator Bobble down. And I'm hoping they play a lot of creatures. Yeah, play Saurian. We'll exalt, we'll exalt. We'll get that there. Tempting offer, that's totally okay. Yeah, that's totally okay by me. So we'll Implosion the Zenzi and get these two down. And then we should have a nice Zenzi here next turn. I'm tempted to maybe even go back into Dis, because that'll bring us back up to, no, it'll bring us to 6. We'll consider going back into Logos here. We'll see how they play. This is a Xenofiend, by the way. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, yeah, we purged their Curiosaurus, which is totally okay by me. Because this will... Yeah, I am happy to have their Curiosaurus be gone. Yeah, that's fine. And here we're pretty happy to call Saurian. And I want Amber on... So to this one, we'll hit that. Do that. Play you, and we'll ping the Ludo. Play this, and we'll capture and steal. And I think we're pretty happy to go back into Saurian here. Basically, I would like to start getting Amber shifted around. You know, take the Amber off of our Pharaoh. We want some because we have an Axiom, and I wouldn't mind. The Curry is gone, so that's fine too. So we want the Amber off our creatures. Yeah, that's plays Axiom of Risk. What, word the Ludo? Oh yeah, this is their Axiom of Risk that is enhanced. You know what? Ain't sure about that, but well, I think we'll call Logos. And first, we're happy to Twin Bolt a mission. We can Eclectic Inquiry. See if we get there. We'll take the draw. Reap. So overall, pretty good there. Hit Grim Reminder. That sucks. Not gonna lie. So there's a safe house. So we forge blue here. So I'm actually I want the Bonithing just straight. I want the Bonithing dead. Is what I want. So yeah, we'll call Saurian. Yeah, okay, taking the archives here just to So first we'll reap here. We'll hit this. We will kill that. Play that. See what that is. We won't exalt anything. Play this action. This. We'll archive the Theros Centurion, killing you. And we go to check again. Pathologica takes opposition research. Okay, that's fine. So the opposition research, no reaping for us. So here, we can kill these two. Yeah, we can just mark them back into Logos. Yeah, we'll call Dis. We don't take the archives. It is a fast game. Yeah, Adaptiface is doing exactly what I want to do. So I'll mark them back into Logos. Actually, yeah, we have to. So, do I just want to kill? Which looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so they don't really have much Logos left. So we mark them into there. We fight. Kill the Chronos. They don't really have a lot of drop pips here, so I'm not that worried about the Chronos. It's more about limiting their options. Get the second Dominator Bauble. So that's 3, 4. That doesn't actually get us to check, does it? Well, still, I'll double doom there. So, okay, so it's probably worth here they don't get the Amber, so we'll hit these two. Yeah. So I could hold the Waking Nightmare, but I think it's totally okay to hit this, and we'll hit these two. And that takes us to 6. GG. I can't count, Zeramis. I can't count. Alright? I can do complex math. Yeah, I can do partial derivatives. I can do I can do calculus. I can do theoretical physics. You know, I can do you a Helmholtz sphere if you want. I can build you a Helmholtz coil. You know, I can marry a couple different electromagnetic theories. Basic math I cannot do for the life of me. So that is, we'll click to refresh. 3-0 there, first game, which we'd like to see. Yeah, at least I got it wrong in the right direction. That's absolutely right. Okay, so that was Shael, right? Yeah, that was Shael. Yeah, 3-0 is really, really big. 3-0 is really big. Also, just one thing about getting a 3-0 as well is that it partially, a little bit, gets in the opponent's head, because no one likes losing 3-0. A, great for key difference. B, just great for momentum in a series. So that was game 1. That was Adaptiface. Adaptiface doing exactly what I wanted to do. Pretty decent matchup, as I said. Purge the Curia. I actually don't know if the Purge of the Curia even mattered. Obviously it's nice. It's a nice hit, pretty lucky hit, but I'm not even sure if it was a problem for us. But overall, it was good. 3-0 is huge. Absolutely, very, very happy to take 3-0. So they created their game. So next up, we've got JG DeVoe, Griffith, and Hoyle. And so that was Adaptiface. So we've got Basilisk, Samir, and Judge. And I'm thinking for the next 2 games, the decks I would like to play are Basilisk and Samir. The decks just don't really have good C. The Neutron Shark is pretty good C. This one has pretty decent C. The Dance of Doom is actually pretty cool. So I'm sort of thinking to take Basilisk into both of these. The problem with Basilisk, though, is that it doesn't We'll go Samir. I think Samir might be well positioned, especially if they go DeVoe. Okay, Hoyle, which I think it should be totally fine. So I think Samir sort of had the safest matchup here into all of them. Oh, I didn't actually mean to close that. So especially into Hoyle, I think we'll have to be a bit careful of the creatures. But some good targets for Infernus here. And the shark might be annoying, but I think if we look to sort of discount our creatures, not discount, I don't even know what that means, but lower our board down, I'm pretty happy for our creatures to be killed as well. Hey, Red Panda, welcome in. Kalos, I should say. Welcome in. So this might get away from us. I didn't really test this deck. It might get away from us, but I think as long as we play around the too much to protect, they don't really have taxing, so it's not like they're forcing us there. We'll have to try and deal with the mothers. They can really deal with a lot of things in the Scrambler Storms as well, but we're pretty creature heavy. So I think we'll have to look and see how Samir does here. But I think I'd rather Samir positioned well, and then next we've got Griffith and JG DeVoe. The save deck is last. I am totally okay to play both my remaining decks into these ones, so we will just have to see how it do be. Gotta warm my fingers up. Hopefully the music volume is good for everyone as well. Maybe we can go up a little bit. Got some lively music, some fun music. Hopefully it's a good volume. I think we're pretty happy though. We'll keep. It's sort of like a funny thing with Samir because a Scrambler Storm. That's okay. We'll keep our stuff. And I will actually just genuinely keep that. Which? We don't really have C, so not what I like to hear. Yeah, if we get high rolled, we get high rolled. Oh, nothing we can do about it. Oh, he means crappy. Oh. I see. We'll call shadows here. Look at this. We'll steal. Yeah. And we're fine there. We're actually pretty happy to call logos here though. First thing we'll hit that. And I would like those in my stuff. Scrambler Storm is annoying, but so we'll hit their Scrambler Storm and their Blinding Light. Yeah, exactly. MON for the card. And we'll keep these. That's too good a hand to not keep. Maybe. Yeah, I don't really have a good way for those mothers right now, but we'll be blanking their text boxes. It's actually probably it might very well be worth just crashing my Infernus into this mother. Shadow of Dis there. So if I crash the Infernus, I crash the Infernus in here, that deals 4 damage, it gets it in discard. That's probably okay. Oh, I can't fight, never mind. JK. So we'll hit there, hit there. Don't take him off, but Shadow Self gets disabled. Yeah, exactly. The Fogify ruined my plans. Imagine. So we'll call Shadows here. We'll Bone Rot Venom onto Mother. Yeah, exactly. If they're miscoded and encoded stuff, we'll discard. Nerve Blast, which is really nice to see. We'll get that down. And we'll just put ourselves in check. I don't know if it'll matter. We haven't been getting very good rolls either, to be perfectly honest. Oh, I should have lucky dice there, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, I should have lucky diced. Yeah, never mind, that doesn't actually matter. Shark of only one type. Oh yeah. That's the only logos card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh yeah, that is the only. Well, that is the only. There's one other logos card in the deck. We'll call this here. And I would like the Infernus back. Okay. Me too, Red. Me too, Kalos. Me too. Okay, Bone Nothing here is actually pretty nice. We've got a really muddy archive though. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, he did not complain when he lost 3-0. Yeah, I'm a game up. This is game 2. Once it gets to my turn, I'll switch over to the screen and show. We won 3-0 with Adaptiface versus Shael. Christ. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, this is just gonna be a coin flip, and I lost the coin flip. Say Levy. I'll let them play out the turn, but that is a GG. I guess I can maybe call Shadows here. Pretend like I'm doing something. Yeah, I just never got a moment. Exactly, Zeramis. Like I said, I lost the coin flip, and that's just sort of what happens. Library cards also bottom. Library card and BDQ are also bottomed. So right, two really important cards are just, that's it. There it is. Oh well. I didn't even hit the. I didn't even hit the bouncing death quark. Like what a joke. That's okay. That is what it is. I lost. They won 3-0. I lost 3-0. I can't get a key. There's no way I get a key here. There's really nothing I can do. No, I didn't even stick around. That was a 0-3. And that's Hoyle gone. Yeah, sad. And then here, yeah, here we just play Basilisk. And I'm certain that, yeah. Yep. That's just how it do be. No, not taking Judge. Well, it would have been Ceramus. It would have been fine. It would have been fine if I had seen the BDQ like any time at all in the game. So I didn't even see BDQ at the very end. It's literally the bottom 2 cards. So if I had seen BDQ at all in that game, that would have been very different. But yeah, exactly. If there was one turn where I could just put the autoencoder down, then it also would be fine. So I'm not like I said, why did I use the because of library card? That's why. Library card, and they were stunned, if I remember correctly. In that game, I think, you know, I think if I see the BEQ, but also it's going to be important for me because they're quite fast. It's going to be important to generate some advantage with big hands off of a library card turn. They don't have artifact control. It's not a trap in this deck. I have played Samir many a time. It is very Samir very much can be very productive with its library card. And if its library card goes off, it's probably going to win. Like if Samir does have a library card turn, it's probably going to win with like 4 to 5 Logos cards. For his last deck, he picked his save deck, which is JG Devo, which is the Annihilation Ritual deck. Yeah, exactly, quick draw. And so with Hoyle, you know, with Samir, it can use the library card very productively. It's not a trap at all in Samir, and having the board there wouldn't have mattered regardless. Like having those two creatures, like I didn't go back into Logos for like 3 or 4 turns. As I had the autoencoder in hand for how long, and I never played Logos again. So it was a decision. They picked their Annihilation Ritual deck. It was a decision I made that I was playing towards how I could try and leverage as much advantage in that matchup as I could, and that was playing into a bigger library card turn. So this is going to be the Annihilation Ritual deck versus Basilisk, which is a 23 creature flood deck. Which seems like a bad matchup, but I actually think it's totally okay. You're good. Do I want to keep this hand? Probably not. Can I afford? What other turn one plays? Can I afford to not have it? No keep. Yeah, and the thing in some of my testing, the thing I found out with this deck is that it doesn't really have a lot of really good C to complement the Annihilation Ritual. Especially if the Forge Compiler gets to go off. So if the Forge Compiler in this deck gets to go off with any of its board, it's probably not purging anything important, or it's gonna have a hard time hitting the important things. I will keep here just to cycle and have the threaten of the Fandangle. Okay, well, you know, that is good enough for me. Two important Amber control things gone immediately though, which is rough. And there's actually a line here where I keep Song of the Wild in hand. This logo shadows. This has a TMTP, right? Yeah. There's a world where I keep Song of the Wild in hand after I play out my untamed creatures to Okay, well, Psychic Bug there is, yeah, you got me. You got me, Kellis. Definitely slouching. You know what? I think we do pressure him. Yeah, it's nice. Yep. The problem with JG Devo is that it might just genuinely just out-pit me. So this is a coin flip as well. Okay, they actually gave me a turn off. I think it's actually okay to go Logos then. Play this, archive, hit that. Sloppy lab work. Do I discard the essence scale? Yeah. Control the weak me into no worries. Oh, very few things died of Relentless Whispers in this deck. Yeah, they're all like, yeah. I mean, he got Psychic Bug and Escotera. If the Cronus lives here, Restoring Guntus to hit me out of Logos. Who knows this? Okay. Oh, okay, so yeah. Hit that. We'll archive that. Do this. We hit that, and then we can fight. And we'll give our Floop lots of power. Not too crazy. The control leak there into Untamed is big. I mean, you sort of have to assume that if the no, he does not. 3 damage to kill the Fandangle. No. Okay. He got an S7. No, he's gonna fight the Fandangle with that. Okay. You know what? Still okay. I think we call logos here. We'll see what we draw. Me as well, but we can't have everything we want. And then here we can either reap or kill the psychic bug. They can have a key. See, now the Smokos die too. I don't think they have any Shadows creatures. And we're gonna have a big okay, Snake left early is pretty good too. Kill the Fniffle Ape then? Or kill a Snack lefter. Okay, we'll call this. Yep. Let's use 3. Fine. On the right. We'll Implosion. Blow up this, and we'll blow up the Shadow Self. Hit that. Play you. Play you. Oh, a hit. See, this is a Fate Steel one. Hit. 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 I counted properly that time, Zeramis. Wanted to make sure I was still on check there. Unless they think they have their Effervescent Principle, which I think is not played yet. I think we should be able to sneak our key here. Hee. I think actually, I think we don't punk here. I think we call logos. And we fight. reap for that, because his TMGP is still there. So we can go to like 7. So we'll fight there. Fight there. We'll fight there. Okay. Fight there. Fight there. Yep, that's fine. Oh, lights out there's really annoying. Oh, that's really annoying. That's a big turn. And then Forge Compiler is turned off, which is... Oh, you know what? I don't know. I'm used to being at more amber. I don't know why I discarded Commune, Zeramus. I don't know. I'm not thinking. I don't know. That's my bad, chat. That's my, I don't know. I have no idea why I discarded that. I don't know. That's a huge misplay. That's just not me paying attention. My bad. I am so sorry. Yeah, that's it's a lot of tempo for my deck. That's just on me. My apologies, chat. Do I play this? I kind of think I have to play that. Yeah, I think I have to play this. Bro, stop. Yeah. That's tilting. That's tilting. That's tilting. Yeah. Yeah, he redrew like 1 or 2 cards, exactly. No. Hey, come on. exactly, Zeramis. GG. Yeah, exactly, Zeramis. Exactly, yeah. Oh well. Like I said, the games are, as I said at the beginning, the games are going to be coin. I don't know what they mean by that. It's sort of just like, do I hit my cards? Do we hit their cards? So. Yeah, I think so as well. I just sort of wish we had seen it a bit earlier. It would have been. It's what's frustrating is that it was one of those things where fair. So no, it's unfortunate. It's really frustrating is that right? It was I fought with my two That's so frustrating because of ordering. I fought with right, because it's one of those things where I fought with the two Quixos, which drew me into two other cards, and then I fought with my my research smokos, and that one it archived my Forge compiler. So that was just really frustrating. That was really frustrating. Where if I had fought with the research smokos beforehand, I would have drew into it. That would have warded that entire board. It would have made a much bigger turn. Where is it? Yeah, here. This turn, right? I fought with these two, and then they forged. Yeah, and then they forged their next key. Yeah, so I would have had the Forge compiler out, which would have warded a giant board that had all of my amber, the Snarets. It would have had a I think the Toronto was out there. Like it just was, it was rough, man. So if the if the draw had worked out either way, I think it would have gone a different way. But overall, the match went as pretty much as expected. I think all of the bans and picks went as I expected. And I think we attacked their lineup appropriately. And unfortunately just weren't able to weren't able to pull it out in the end, which is unfortunate, but that happens. As I said, I think the game plan was appropriate. The Adaptiface game 1 to sort of shield us a little bit in matchup, which I think was good. Because that obviously that went against Shael, which is a deck I genuinely was worried about. And you know, I think you know there's a real argument to be made for Judge in that third game as well. And you know, maybe that was the right one. The problem is that their deck generates a lot of amber, and it just sort of like it has 17 pips, I think. So 17 pips, and it just sort of like goes. So it's sort of annoying. Like I said, I think the games are mild, or a little bit of coin flips, just depending. Game 3 was an absolute stomp by them. Unfortunately, Samir just wasn't able to fire. Just didn't see, yeah, just too much pressure from Hoyle. Pretty cool though. Overall, pretty good. I don't know if Basilisk would have been better. Well, the problem, Zeramis, was that I couldn't play the Untamed because of the Ember Imp. So I mean, I guess I could have played the Fandangle, played like the Flume. 3 Untamed. I guess that's fair. Yeah, I guess that's fair, because then even if no matter what happens, I can still go into the Dis, and I guess because then I also have then I can probably have a more productive mark and a more productive thing. That's fair. That's definitely a very fair consideration. Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, I think you're right. I think I may have just there were some big misplays there, to be honest. That was probably an overreaction to the Ember Imp, since I had cards in hand, and I had the tools in hand to deal with it, and I also the discard. I have no idea why I discarded that commune. Look how close this game was, right? 4 amber. It's a 4 amber difference. Sort of. So, man. I don't know why I discarded that commune. I wasn't paying attention to my amber total. And I'm really used to in late game. I'm really used to late game just discarding it. And I was just going off hands. Like I don't know why I did this. So yeah. No, you're right. There are definitely some misplays in that game that would have made it would have made it closer than it already was, and it was a close game. First game of the season, first match of the season. So, no, but overall good. I think EasyGalina is going to be the most troublesome opponent. I'm really happy to pretty much have a -1 key difference, and that's it. Pretty happy about that. Smash game 1, just love to see. I love to see Adaptiface smashing games. That is a great joy in this world. And yeah, like I said, banning. I actually didn't expect them to ban Farhood. To be perfectly honest, I would have preferred them to ban. I expected them to ban either Samir or Basilisk. The 2 bans that I was expecting from them. So this is a surprise. But I mean, the Mr. Farhood can steamroll if it high rolls on the gang or not. This can just destroy some lower creature count decks, which they certainly have some lower creature count decks. It would have done really well into like Hoyle. So, but no, overall some good games. Thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully those are enjoyable, and hopefully y'all could have some fun. So, and well played to EasyGalina, and good luck in the rest of the series. Not as hard a start as last season where I went 3-0, but you know, it's okay. I think it gonna be looking up for the rest of the series. And again, running the same lineup back, I'm really happy with how all of it is turning back out. I'll bring the bring my decks back to look at them. Margaret was first brand. That was expected. Our save was Adaptiface, and our save did exactly what we wanted to do, which is win 3-0. Very happy so far. Adaptiface still is currently 5-0 in the NKFL, still undefeated. And Mr. Farhood was a ban. Which may have been good. Has some real problems with the outbase that they don't have very good C with like the outbase. The outbase can be a problem. Lights out is a problem, but no, I think overall, you know, Judge didn't get to see play. There's definitely some good arguments about Judge seeing play. Just like the real problem with Judge into this is that if they turn one Annihilation Ritual, it doesn't have the tools to win that game anymore. It doesn't have good enough Amber control. Stuff like the Amber backs for tempo aren't relevant if it gets liced out. And it doesn't have tools to deal with the Ember Imp. Really, I mean, it can fight, right? It has some, but like, it really is not in a good matchup into Judge with this. And without with the Annihilation Ritual down, is really hard. So it just ain't it. And Basilisk almost got there. So I'll have to watch that game back. I think you're right, Zeramis. I think the unteamed start probably would have been a lot better. Cycle 3 cards and have the Fandangle out as well. The Foomf out. Overall, that's probably just a way better play. But I mean, that's also why I stream these, so everyone can learn from my mistakes. And there's some really good redraws from their side. So you know, and maybe it's worth punking before that Logo's turn. But I don't know. But anyways, thank you all for coming out. Thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully everyone was able to enjoy it. Everyone had a good time. There was good commentary. And I will see you all next time. So thank you so much, everyone. Peace.